lighter. Look.
Hey.
Why are you flipping me?
Special Agent Nat, the FBI.
An innocent person endures a bone-crushing beating, but the department's sickening reward defies logic.
Get out of my face, man. You guys are harassing me.
Sit down and drop that object.
A wrongfully accused man brilliantly turns the tables, delivering a crushing humiliation to the precinct.
Do you have your license registration?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Unprovoked brutality, severe abuse of authority, and forged evidence. These dark files unmask rogue cops who weaponize their badges to systematically shatter the exact constitutional oaths they swore to uphold. Let us dive directly into the chilling details of our very first dossier.
Boom! Ah! I'm not even doing nothing wrong.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not even
Roll
doing
on your
nothing
belly.
wrong.
Get on your belly. Get on your belly. Get on your belly now. Roll over on your belly.
This whole mess went down on March 12th, 2024, out in Hardin County, Kentucky. Officer James Cameron Wright was on his regular patrol when a sketchy-looking car caught his eye. Playing it safe, he tailed the guy, waiting for a solid reason to act, and the second the car swerved across the line, he lit him up and pulled him over. Without missing a beat, Wright walked up to the window like a total pro.
Lost, bub?
I believe so. I was looking
You seem like you're pretty lost.
I was looking for somebody who was selling something on Facebook, and
Oh, where are you trying to get to?
it's
You don't know where you're going without looking at your phone?
no. I was getting the address.
Oh, where are you trying to get to, like in general? Like Muldrow, trying to get
It
to
was
West?
it was supposed to be Maudraw, I think.
Oh, you're going the wrong way then, bub.
Oh, okay.
You care to put the cigarette out while we're talking? Because it gets sucked out the window at me, and I don't want to sit here and deal with the smoke while. Appreciate it.
No problem.
You got your driver's license, insurance card on you?
I don't have insurance at the time. I just got my taxes, and I'm looking for car insurance rates.
Sure. Okay.
I'm serious. I really.
No, I believe you.
And I really just need a break this time, man. I'm serious. Like I know that I'm doing.
What do I need to give you a break on?
I'm doing everything wrong. I don't have tags. I don't have insurance.
Okay. I mean, I can deal with that. I'll be honest. I care about that stuff, but I couldn't care less about that compared to other things. See what I'm saying? Like, nothing illegal inside the vehicle.
No.
Okay. So where are you trying to get to?
Muldrow.
Okay, I got you. You don't care to turn the car off for a second, okay? All right, here, step out and talk to me real quick, okay? No guns, knives, or weapons on your person?
No.
Don't reach for anything, you understand me?
Yeah.
Hey, you reach for anything, and then you either get...
The driver was just shifting some personal stuff from his lap to the passenger seat. An everyday move, zero threat. But for Officer Wright, that set off alarm bells. His reaction was insanely over the top. The second the driver, a guy named John, reached for his phone, Wright lunged at him, locked up his arm, and slammed him to the concrete without a single word of explanation, even pulling his taser to threaten him. Pinned down and gasping for air, John was so blindsided he could barely speak, trembling as he begged, "Why are you doing this to me?"
Step out.
Look, I was just grabbing my lighter. Look.
Hey.
Why are you flipping me? Dude, this is... Hey, I'm not even doing nothing
Put your
wrong.
hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not even
Roll
doing
on your
nothing
belly.
wrong.
Get on your belly. Get on your belly. Get on your belly now. Roll over on your belly.
There's zero excuse for what happened next. Even if John didn't hit the deck instantly, that doesn't give Wright a green light to just start tasing him. That stunt wasn't just shocking, it did serious damage to the civilian. John ended up with a dislocated left shoulder and 7 broken ribs. Writhing in agony, John tried to keep his cool, just asking for one simple thing, to call his wife. But instead of showing an ounce of decency, Wright shot him down cold, and when John groaned in pain, the official's conduct was downright brutal. That's not my problem. Wright even tried to pin a DUI on him, claiming John had been drinking, even though there wasn't a shred of proof at the scene. All this begs a massive question. Was this completely unhinged reaction fueled by his own bias, rather than an actual threat? Keep in mind, before things went south, John stepped out of the ride exactly as he was told, with zero pushback. So where was the danger that forced Wright to go nuclear? When backup rolled up, instead Instead of staying quiet to assess the scene, Wright immediately started spinning his story.
What were you trying to get back in the car for? Your phone?
I wasn't trying to get back in the car, dude. Your video's gonna show that.
Well, whenever I try to get you in handcuffs, you pulled against me and started going towards your driver door. That's why I bear hugged you and took you to the ground. And then when I told you to get on the...
Once again, Wright couldn't even keep his own story straight. And he totally forgot one crucial detail. His body cam was still rolling. Now, body cams have a notoriously tight angle. If the guy steps out of frame, you lose the visual and are stuck with just the audio. But even with that, the footage caught enough to prove one thing dead to Wright's. John never tried to dive back into the car like Wright claimed. And this wasn't an isolated incident. Back in 2020, Wright and a partner named Thomas caught heat for using excessive force on a guy named Hornback. Both cops swore up and down they never laid a hand on him, but the ugly truth came out. The officials purposely wiped the video the victim's parents had recorded. That's not just breaking the law, it completely spits in the face of the badge. But what Wright and Thomas didn't bank on was a basement security cam that caught the whole beatdown, proving every one of their lies was pure garbage. They both got indicted for perjury, but the fallout was weirdly split. Thomas got booted from the force, never to carry a shield again. He dodged prison time, though, by getting into a pre-trial diversion program, a legal loophole that lets first-timers clean up their act. And if they keep their nose clean, the charges disappear. But Wright? Totally different story. No discipline, no demotion. In fact, a year later, they actually named him Officer of the Year for 2021. For the Hornback family, that was a massive slap in the face. The cop they thought was under investigation ended up getting a medal. Meanwhile, Wright stuck to his usual playbook, pinning the entire mess on John for supposedly resisting. To top it off, he even had the nerve to ask John if he needed a hospital, acting like shattering the guy's ribs was no big deal.
Would you like me to transport you to the hospital?
You literally dislocated my shoulder. I know you did.
Okay, well, we can get you x-rayed at the hospital. Would you care if I transported you?
Even with the writing on the wall, Wright couldn't let it go, getting super defensive and trying to justify his actions while packing up his gear. Worse still, he turned around and interrogated John, who was still pinned, asking, "Why did you act like that?"
So what's the whole reason you come back here? You just didn't want me behind you if we're just being man-to-man about it? I can live with that if that's
I didn't want you to pull me over.
Because of the tags and everything?
Yeah, because, I literally got $5,000 in my bank account and I just need to get car insurance. I just got my taxes back.
Yeah, because when I ran your tag when you passed me, it said 1023 of last year. So
I've been having a hard time paying my bills and stuff, man. It's just, and this is not going to make it any easier.
What did I tell you, though? I said if you would just be cool that I couldn't care less about tags. Okay?
And I was.
But all you had to do was just listen to what I had to tell you. I didn't want my phone to drop on the ground, and my lighter and my keys, everything was in my lap. Yeah, but I had to tell you like 3 times to stop reaching inside the vehicle, so I don't know.
How in the hell was I not supposed to get this shit off of my lap? I'm not lying to you, man. My fucking shoulder hurts bad.
I believe you. That's why I'm taking you to the hospital.
Crying and broken, John tried to answer while the other cops just stood there doing nothing. He spent a week in the hospital, and yet they still hit him with an obstruction charge. Just 3 months later, Wright tased another guy during a traffic stop for not stepping out fast enough, sparking massive public outrage and bringing the feds down his neck. By 2025, 3 cops, including Wright and Thomas, were slapped with a lawsuit for excessive use of force and perjury. If convicted, Wright is staring down the barrel of 3 to 4 years in the pen. Thomas caught the same charges, especially since he had a history of roughing up innocent people even before the Hornback case. Despite all this, Wright was just put on paid administrative leave. This kind of repeat behavior proves it's way more than just one bad apple. The fact that Wright got rewarded while burying his dirty deeds shows the whole system is rigged. And if they dig deep, they're bound to find a lot more skeletons in his closet. This case totally exposes the aggressive, brutal conduct of Officer Wright, who destroyed a citizen for absolutely no reason while they were fully complying. Qualified immunity is basically giving rogue officials a free pass, forcing victims to drag themselves through grueling lawsuits just to fight for the massive financial compensation they rightfully deserve. Covering for a guy with a violent track record and actually giving him a medal completely destroys whatever faith people have left in the justice system. You gotta know your rights inside and out and realize that security cameras are your sharpest weapon to cut through the lies. Does a few years in a cell and a hefty compensation payout really stop these officials from going rogue? Or does America need to completely rip up the legal system and start over? Think that's bad? Wait until you see what happens when local cops accidentally detain a supposed FBI agent next.
Get out of my face, man. You guys are harassing me, okay? Us. Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are.
For what?
Oh,
What does that say?
Fucked up.
What does that say? Oh!
Wrong guy.
Oh!
Wrong guy.
The next incident took place in Minnesota during the early morning hours of June 1st, 2019. Two patrol officers approached a restaurant and questioned a black man because they believed he resembled a suspect they were searching for. Later, several highly viewed videos spread across the internet, claiming that the man was actually an undercover FBI agent.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're assuming I'm someone that I'm not. Are you Jake?
No, I'm not Jake.
Hi, you look like Jake.
There you go. I look like Jake.
But you're Jake.
No.
Yes, you are. You're Jake. Get out of my face, man. You guys are harassing me, okay? Us. Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are.
For what?
Because I think you have a warrant.
You think?
Yeah.
That's an illusion. That's an illusion. You think?
All right. Stand up for your hands, man.
I'm not. For what? I don't have a warrant. You're very wrong.
Okay, so I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
The two officers insisted that the man was the suspect they were looking for simply because he resembled that suspect. However, the man argued that the officers were falsely accusing him. You can't arrest me just because I look like somebody else. Clearly, detaining someone based solely on intuition is not consistent with proper procedure. The law requires officers to have reasonable suspicion or probable cause. But at that moment, the officers did not seem particularly concerned about that. Ignoring the objections of both the man and his friend standing nearby, they prepared to pull him to his feet and forcibly arrest him.
Listen, I'm not under arrest. I don't have a warrant. I don't have any officers. Hey, yo.
Hey.
Hey, officer. No. Go ahead. Matter of fact, look at my ID.
He got the wrong guy, I'm telling y'all.
Wrong ID, mother.
You guys do got the wrong guy. You guys are
That's not you.
You guys are racial profile thinking I'm somebody. You guys really had nothing else to go to college for but be a cop and harass me? To assume I'm somebody I'm not? My ID's in my back pocket.
Even after being handcuffed, the man showed no fear and continued mocking the two officers. As for the officers, they still believed he was the wanted suspect they were searching for. Then, at the man's request, the officers checked his identification, and the situation was about to take a dramatic turn.
Watch how funny this is. Oh,
You
what
guys
does that
got
say?
it fucked up.
What does that say? Oh.
Wrong guy.
Oh.
Wrong guy.
Oh my God! No, get the fuck off me, dude! Get off me, dude!
Bro,
You're
you
the fucking
fucked up.
stupid. Matter of fact, I need your cards. I need your supervisor over here. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor over here. You guys are the stupidest motherfuckers I ever met in my life.
What even the officers could not believe was that they had actually arrested the wrong person. Perhaps this was due to some extent to the cross-race effect, a phenomenon in which people sometimes have more difficulty distinguishing individuals of another race. Later, many videos claimed that the officer saw an FBI identification card at that moment and immediately removed the handcuffs. In reality, this was simply an embellished version of events promoted by some media outlets in order to attract views. The officer's change in attitude was more likely due to their embarrassment over having mistaken him for someone else. At the same time, a supervisor arrived at the scene, and the man did not hesitate to immediately criticize him as well.
Sir, can you please come here? Are you the supervisor? These guys are racially profiling me. They assume I'm someone that I'm not. I told them I'm not who they think I am. And they said, nope, you are. I'm positive you are. So, I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card.
After learning that the man was innocent, several officers at the scene gave him their personal information. However, the supervisor refused to acknowledge that his officers had made a mistake. Instead, he chose to defend their actions.
And he made a mistake, and then once he figured out who you were, he unhandcuffed you.
What if somebody did that to you?
Going to jail?
What if somebody did that to you?
I will make a complaint. Believe me, I will. I will make a complaint on all three of you guys.
That's fine.
Do your job better.
Clearly, the man did not agree with the supervisor's dismissive attitude. Eventually, he left the scene with several friends. The officers involved did not face any form of disciplinary action afterward. However, they clearly failed to demonstrate the legal knowledge that police officers are expected to possess. Fortunately, no one was injured during the incident. Later, the incident was deliberately distorted into the story of American police arrest black undercover FBI agent, which spread rapidly across the internet. As a result, the man at the center of the story had to post a video on his personal Facebook account to set the record straight. He explained that he worked as a healthcare employee in the city, not as an FBI agent, and that he had never worked for any law enforcement agency.
What's up, world? How y'all doing? There's a viral video going around by the FBI, the so-called FBI. Well, the person in that video is me. And I'd like to make a few statements very clear. For one, I am not an FBI agent. And whoever decided to change the narrative of that story has also diluted the purpose of that story.
Reuters, a well-known British news organization, also published a fact-check article explaining that the man was not a U.S. federal agent and highlighting just how widely the video had spread around the world. Under U.S. law, police officers must have reasonable suspicion to conduct an investigative stop and probable cause to make an arrest. Law enforcement officers are also required to verify a person's identity and available evidence before taking enforcement action. Detaining someone without sufficient legal grounds can raise concerns about civil rights violations and improper police procedure. If you thought that was wild, watch what happens when a handcuffed suspect tries to seduce her arresting officer.
Car right here, okay?
But I don't need to hate it like that. I just
Don't say that right now.
This whole crazy thing went down in San Diego, California. It was August 14th, 2023, around 8:30 at night. Officer Anthony from the San Diego PD rolled up to a convenience store uptown to back up his buddies busting two car thieves. You can see this lady in the red shirt is one of the perps.
Put your hands behind your back, sir.
Thank you. Hey, why are you guys tripping on me?
Hey, just listen to him. Put your hands behind your back. There you go. Stay like that.
Why are you guys tripping like that? I can't
Follow
come
our
out.
instruction.
Listen to him. I can't come out of the. Get your hands behind your back. Hey, the light is on my fucking face, man.
Put your hands behind your back.
After shoving the loudmouth male suspect into the cruiser, the cop pats down the female perp just in case she's packing a weapon. Since there were no female officers on the scene, he played it strictly by the book and used the back of his hands for the frisk.
Okay. We're just gonna go to my car right here, okay? Follow me. Is this car right here? On the other side of my car.
After running her ID, he finds out she's already got an active warrant for some other charges. So Officer Anthony hands off the other guy, her boyfriend, to the other cops on the scene. Before getting tossed in the squad car, the boyfriend is still yelling out how much he loves her.
Baby, I love you.
With the boyfriend out of the picture, Officer Anthony gets ready to haul the female perp down to the precinct.
You're gonna come with me to my car, so let's go.
Oh, he said you heard him when he said it.
Oh, let's go.
About asking me.
Yeah, this way. Walk across the street.
He said he was gonna ask me. What's up? Why are you the only mean one right here?
I'm not mean.
Bro, you're the only dick right
No,
here.
we can
Honestly,
talk more once we get into the car, okay? Your makeup.
Why are you the only one? Not really. Like, you're doing your job. I understand. You're doing your job. But I don't need to hate it like that. I just want.
Go, step inside.
She's dressed pretty provocatively, but the cop doesn't bat an eye at it yet. He just reads her Miranda rights like business as usual. But the second she gets in the car, she starts making her move on him.
Why are you asking that? What do you mean? I'm cool to you.
Not bad. hurt me if I were to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I see shit. I don't know. If I were in your shoes, I'd south on Denver.
Faced with her flirting, the cop looks a little thrown off, but he keeps his mouth shut, starts the car, and drives her to the station. After wrapping up the paperwork at the precinct, the two of them get back in the cruiser. She's got to be transferred to a women's lockup about 20 miles away in the dead of night. It's around 1 a.m. now, and the streets are completely dead. So, sitting in the back, the perp tries a brand new angle to seduce him. The windows are rolled down a bit, so the wind noise drowns out exactly what she's whispering. When she sees he ain't biting, she drops the hints and starts propositioning him straight up. The back and forth between them gets pretty blunt.
A little bit. Well, I can't hear you now. Don't say that right now. I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now.
Suddenly, she acts like she's feeling sick. The cop asks if she's all right, but gets zero response. So he slows down, kills the engine, takes his body cam off his chest, and gets out to help her. But squad cars got GPS trackers, right? And according to the dispatch records later on, after Anthony shut off his body cam, he pulled into a quiet residential block right near the jail. About 20 minutes later, he radios his supervisor, claiming he and the perp got locked in the back seat together. Supposedly, in a moment of panic, he just jumped in the back to help her and completely forgot how to get out. Now, cop cars are rigged, so you can't open the back doors from the inside. No handles, no window switches, just child locks. Nearly an hour later, around 2:30 a.m., his supervisor finally rolls up to the scene with a spare set of keys.
Alright, sir, step out of the vehicle for me. 114 yellow. What code for? Everything just went wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me turn my camera off. She's code 4? She's code 4. Okay.
The supervisor doesn't say much, but you can tell he already knows the score. Anthony definitely messed up big time. After the supervisor turns off his own body cam, Anthony starts making his excuses. He claims he was rushing to check the perp's pulse, tried to prop the door open with his foot, and it just slammed shut on him. After that, the two cops finish hauling her to lockup. Anthony finally flicks his body cam back on. Now you see a female officer processing and searching the perp. Clearly, Anthony took way too long to drop off this suspect. His whole stunt violated a bunch of department policies. So two detectives pull him in for a chat the very next day. But Anthony swears up and down nothing sketchy happened between them. He claims he just accidentally locked himself in while checking on her. After the interview, he even acts out the whole scenario for the detectives to prove it.
Opened the door, and then as I came in like that, I was trying to wake her up. My feet wasn't this, my feet didn't get caught like that. And then when I was like waking her up, that's when I noticed that this door closed on me. And then that's when I was like frantic trying to open the door, but I know there's no door opener. And then from then she was able to. So I was like this majority of the time. I was trying to get her up because her face was right here.
Okay.
Right here, and then I was trying to like wake her up to get her up. And then next thing you know, I hear the door close on me. I was frantic. I was looking. And then that's when she started to kind of like, I guess, wake up or get dazed off, whatever. And then that's when I asked her like, hey, are you having a hard time breathing? She said, no. Do you need medics? No. I was like, okay, all right. Just stay right there. And then that's when I was trying to open the door.
Okay.
And then that's when I went on D2.
All right, you can jump up. Let's jump up.
His little reenactment was so convincing that even he couldn't help but crack a smile at his own story. The detectives then interrogate the female perp, and she sticks to the exact same script. No physical contact, just swapping phone numbers. But then Internal Affairs checks the cop's uniform. And what do you know? They find traces of bodily fluids right on his belt. The final report showed Anthony busted at least 7 department rules during this whole fiasco. A month later, Anthony quietly resigns to dodge any further investigations from the department. The case is still open, and he hasn't been hit with criminal charges yet. Speaking of undercover drama, see what unfolds when a local cop totally ignores a real FBI agent's secret badge.
Special Agent Hammond. The FBI.
All right, that's what I'm doing right now. They just called back. Sheriff said he is.
Call 911. Call, I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me.
A case involving American police arresting an FBI agent the afternoon of December 20th, 2019, in Franklin County, Florida. Officer Gordon arrived at a roadside parking lot. Earlier, a man who identified himself as a federal agent, the same man sitting in the vehicle, had called and arranged to meet Officer Gordon there. As usual, the officer first turned on his body camera.
Did you run your body cam?
I am now, because I don't know how legit you are at the moment.
It's okay. Special Agent Hammond. The FBI.
Okay.
You got that on body cam?
I do, but I don't understand what the problem is when you meet me at the office.
I'll talk to the U.S. Attorney's Office about it. You can cut off the reporting device now.
Okay. Well, I will when I leave the area, sir.
At this point, many people may find it confusing. Why would a federal agent ask a police officer to turn off his body camera? In fact, the agent's name was Hatton, and he was investigating a corruption case within the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. The case involved a well-known local real estate businessman named Marilyn Bean, a person who had asked the police to intervene in order to resolve a traffic accident. As part of this undercover operation, the agent asked Officer Gordon, the officer seen in the video, to meet him at a random parking lot to discuss information related to the case. However, Officer Gordon did not like the fact that the agent had called his personal phone directly instead of going through the department. Even though the man immediately presented his credentials, the officer still doubted the agent's identity. As a result, he called his supervisor.
Hey, TJ, this guy is telling me to turn my body camera off and telling me he's going to contact other people to get involved with this. Let me get his tag number real quick. It's going to be LKST57. This is easy to come by.
It just advises Advanced Wiring Company.
Do you work for a wiring company?
Further.
It's a covert vehicle, sir.
Okay.
According to the agent, the vehicle's registration information was being used to conceal his true identity. Fighting public corruption is one of the FBI's key responsibilities. And because police systems can identify vehicle registration information, the FBI does not use vehicles registered to the Federal Bureau of Investigation when conducting sensitive operations.
I do feel like I'm being detained. Am I being detained?
Am I being detained? You're the one who called me here, sir. How did you get my phone number?
I can't give you that information.
I ain't saying he can't tell me how he got my information.
Officer Gordon once again raised questions. But if an FBI agent is truly investigating you, they can find not only your phone number, address, and workplace. They may even know what you like to eat for all 3 meals of the day. They might even know what color underwear you're wearing today. After all, even a former German chancellor once asked the U.S. National Security Agency, or NSA, to stop listening to her phone calls. Agent Hatton then contacted his office and requested assistance. He could not reveal the reason for the secret meeting to the officer's supervisors.
Well, you can't call anybody in the PD because the PD is just here backing this guy up. It's Franklin County that's holding him. So you have to call the sheriff to let him know that his deputies have been stopped here and are holding me. He's going to ask why. You're not going to be able to tell.
After multiple discussions, the police still decided to arrest the agent, citing several vague reasons and refusing to verify the agent's registration information.
Hey, you are detained at this time, sir. Hey, I don't think this guy's legit, man. I'm not cuffing you. But you're being very uncooperative with me. You asked me to come up here. You called my personal cell phone number. You can't tell me how you got it. Your vehicle's coming back to a wiring company, not the FBI.
It's a covert vehicle.
Okay. Would you
like to see some registration?
You get mad at me because I turned my body camera on.
Would you like to see some registration?
And you know a lot of stuff about me.
Would you like to see the registration, sir?
I don't really want anything from you at this point. My supervisor's on the way.
Excellent.
While waiting for a supervisor to arrive, the agent once again presented his credentials and badge. But the officer still did not believe him. It was not until detectives and supervisors arrived at the scene that, for reasons that remain unclear, they checked the agent's driver's license and suddenly claimed that Agent Hatton's name appeared on a terrorist watch list, leading them to arrest the FBI agent.
Florida driver's license, he came back hot on a terrorist watch list. There's somebody talking back to him on that radio in there, but...
What's the charge, brother?
You don't have any yet,
You're
but right
just being
now we're
detained,
running
sir.
you through multiple federal databases.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody's coming up with your name. You also coming back on a terror watch list. So we're going to secure you for our protection and yours. We're going to put you in the back of a police car.
Where's that weapon at, sir?
It's on my right side, brother.
The officers then placed the agent in the back seat of a patrol car. They even rolled up the windows and left the air conditioning off. Under the Florida heat, the agent quickly found the conditions unbearable.
He's hollering. I can't see in there.
Yes, sir.
There, brother.
Okay. All right, I'm turning it on right now.
Open the door. I can't breathe.
Sir, I can't open the door. You're being detained right now.
I'm begging for you. Turn the air. You're burning me up, brother.
I had the defroster on.
No, you didn't. Brother, I need air. God almighty. I know you think this is funny, but it won't be funny after this.
Despite repeatedly pleading for help, the officers refused to open the car door until one of them unexpectedly received a radio call from a colleague.
33, go ahead.
He is legit.
10-4. All right, that's what I'm doing right now. They just called back. Sheriff said he is legit.
Even after receiving clear confirmation, the officers still decided to keep the agent inside the vehicle. Instead of releasing him immediately as instructed, they continued holding him, while the agent repeatedly shouted and pleaded to be released. Meanwhile, the officer continued discussing the authenticity of the agent's identity with his colleagues and Sheriff Smith, who had just arrived. It was not until several minutes later, after another urgent radio call came through, that the agent was finally allowed out of the vehicle.
He's down here on official business, so y'all can let him go. Let him go about his way.
10-4. All right, sir.
Call 911. I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me. Call 911. Call 911.
We're releasing you right now,
call
sir.
Call 911 now. Call 911. I need
33.
Once the agent was released, Sheriff Smith immediately left the scene. About 10 minutes later, medical personnel arrived and transported the agent to a hospital for treatment. Several hours later, a large number of federal agents and senior officials arrived in Franklin County to meet with Officer Gordon and Sheriff Smith in order to learn the details of the incident and what had caused it. In the end, the two organizations agreed to resolve the matter peacefully. Sheriff Smith also announced during a meeting that they would strengthen police training in order to achieve more effective cooperation with federal agencies. Law enforcement mistakes get even scarier when 6 armed cops surround a college kid just for picking up garbage.
And all of you have weapons drawn, and I feel threatened.
Sit down and drop that object.
A black college student picking up trash was surrounded by 6 armed police officers for a ridiculous reason.
I don't have a weapon.
That's a weapon.
This is a bucket.
No, that's a weapon.
This
right there.
is a clamper for picking up garbage, sir. I don't have a weapon.
Drop it now.
Focus on me. What are you doing? What do you mean? Focus
Drop
on
it
you. There's
now.
fucking 6 of you.
Today's incident took place on March 1st, 2019, in Boulder, Colorado. At the time, 26-year-old black college student Zaid Atkinson was enthusiastically picking up litter around his student apartment complex. As he worked, a police officer named John approached him and began questioning him, claiming he was suspicious about Zaid's identity.
I couldn't help but notice you just sitting on the patio out there.
What's that?
I couldn't help but notice you sitting on the patio behind this building. Yeah. And there's signs for no trespassing, private property, that kind of thing. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were doing, if you lived here or you worked here. It looks like you're working, doing something, picking stuff up. Okay, gotcha. What's the actual address then?
33 Arapahoe.
Okay, what unit are you in?
I don't think I have to actually tell you that.
Well, I'm just checking to make sure that you have a right to be here, that's all.
I just told you I lived here.
Okay.
I told you that I'm working as well.
Okay.
Should that be enough for you?
Well, I gotta verify it, just so I know that you do in fact live here.
What do you need from me?
If you have an ID with your address on it, that'd be great.
Fucking unbelievable, man.
Well, we've had some stuff going on in this area. I'm just
I
doing
know.
my job, just making sure you belong here, and if you do, then great, and I'll be on my way.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have anything with your address on it?
Yo, look, man. Here, why don't you follow
Just
me,
relax.
and I'll just fucking leave the building, dude.
Just chill out, man.
Dude, this is ridiculous.
Zaid showed the officer his student ID, but the card did not list his home address. The officer then asked for his date of birth. However, under state law, he was not legally entitled to demand that information under the circumstances. Zaid declined to provide any additional details, gathered his equipment, and continued cleaning the area, while the officer used his radio to call for backup.
Right now, you're obstructing a police officer, which is a jailable offense. I'm asking you one more time to sit down.
I'm not doing anything wrong. And you're not going to arrest me. You're not going to do anything. Because I live here. And I didn't do anything wrong.
Last chance, sir.
What?
Have a seat.
What?
Sit down. Right now, I'm detaining you and investigating you for a trespass.
I live here, dumbass.
Sit down. Sit down.
Officer John followed behind Zaid while continuing to communicate with dispatch over the radio. He described the trash-picking tool in Zaid's hand as a weapon, which clearly gave responding officers a misleading impression of how dangerous the situation actually was.
Subject's failing to comply, not sitting down, and he has some kind of a blunt object in his hand.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow until my cover gets here. Sit down.
At this point, the officer drew his taser.
Sit down. Now.
Why?
Now. Do it now.
Why? Why?
I'm detaining you to investigate.
For
Investigated
what?
trespass.
I live here.
You haven't confirmed that. Sit down.
I'm a student.
Sit down and I'll
I'm not
confirm it.
sitting anywhere.
Sit down now.
No.
Sit down.
No, I'm not sitting down.
Then you're probably gonna get tased in a second.
Why?
Because you have a weapon. Put that down.
I have a weapon?
Put it down and comply with my orders.
That's not what you're doing, officer.
Do
You
it.
better think, because I got fucking, dude, I can get lawyers, and you have a camera on you.
It's filming right now.
You're an idiot.
Have a
Why
seat,
would you
please.
think that you could tase me? I'm freaking picking up trash on my property.
I need to confirm
Which
it.
is where I live.
There's a sign.
I'm not doing anything illegal, and you're not gonna fucking tase me, officer. So
Sit
how do
down.
you think about that?
Sit down.
How do you feel about that, sir?
Sit
How
down
do you feel about
now.
that, sir? And get your freaking lieutenant here.
They're on the way.
Yeah, good.
Zaid continued walking behind the apartment building to pick up trash, and the officer called for backup a third time. He then holstered the taser and drew his handgun, later explaining that the taser might not be effective because Zaid was wearing a heavy coat.
Where's your lieutenant?
Just sit down.
Where's your lieutenant? He has a camera on you. You're gonna go to
Sir,
jail.
sit down.
Dude, you're not gonna get away with murder. You're not. Not today.
290, it's
Not
gonna be a
today.
wrap-up.
You're not gonna get away with murder.
Sit down.
I'm not sitting down.
Look, I don't want this to go any further, but you need to comply with my orders.
I don't have a weapon.
That's a weapon.
This is a bucket.
No, that's a weapon. Right
This
there.
is a clipper for picking up garbage, sir.
Put it down. I'm telling you, I'm threatened
It's
by
not
it.
a weapon. You're not threatened. I'm threatened. You have a gun that kills people. How am I supposed to kill someone
Sit
with
down,
this?
sir.
Dude, no. Keep that.
Sit
that on
down.
there. He's got a gun in his hand. I'm gonna
Sit
sue
down.
the shit out of you, dude. I go to university here.
Sit down. You're refusing to comply with my orders.
I'm not sitting down. I'm not sitting down, and you can't make me. Officer, he's got a gun.
Additional officers soon arrived at the scene. Because Officer John had repeatedly reported Zaid as a potentially dangerous suspect during earlier radio transmissions, the first responding officer pulled out a taser immediately upon arrival. Other officers arrived carrying handguns and less lethal weapons, and soon a total of 6 officers had Zaid surrounded from 3 different directions. Zaid moved toward the lower level of the apartment complex so that nearby residents could record the encounter up close.
I don't have a weapon.
Drop it now.
Focus on me. What are you doing? No, what do you mean? Focus
Drop
on
it
you. There's
now.
fucking 6 of you.
Just drop it.
Really? This is my property.
We're not going anywhere. You need to drop it. I haven't confirmed that yet. I told you I'm investigating a trespass. You didn't give me your address.
2333. I live in room 304.
That's the first time. Have a seat.
Threatening me on my property. I live here.
Hey, listen.
I'm a resident
The first thing you
of
need
this
to do is
fucking
drop
property.
that
I'm
item.
picking up garbage from my dorm. I go to school here.
Drop it. Just drop it and
school
sit.
Here. Don't tell me what to do. You guys don't have a goddamn right to be doing this to me.
Sit down.
I'm a
and drop
citizen
it.
of this country. Pay my taxes. I am a student, and all of you have weapons drawn, and I
Sit
feel
down.
threatened.
Sit down and drop that
No!
object.
I will not sit down. I refuse to sit down until you guys put your weapons away.
All right, watch this.
Put your goddamn weapons away.
Right there. Can we talk?
Put your gun away.
Zaid became visibly frustrated, and several of the officers eventually lowered their weapons. However, Officer John kept his handgun pointed and ready until Zaid set down his trash-picking tool. Shortly afterward, a teacher who lived in the apartment complex confirmed that Zaid was in fact a resident there. Officer John then reported the updated information to his supervisor.
He confirmed that he lives there.
According to him, he lives here. He just provided a unit number finally. I don't have a date of birth. I don't know who he is.
Okay. All right, so that's you got his information in terms of his name and all that?
I just have his name.
Okay. Then give him his ID back and then we're out of here. Yeah, because we already confirmed he's there, and this gentleman here just said, yeah, he works here and lives here. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
After being instructed to return Zaid's student ID, Officer John muted the audio on his body camera, a serious violation of department policy. He eventually returned Zaid's ID and work equipment before leaving the scene with the other officers. Because he had drawn a firearm and threatened the use of deadly force, Officer John was placed on administrative leave pending an investigation. Investigators later revealed that John had worked in law enforcement for 14 years and had violated at least 2 department policies during the incident. That could have resulted in suspension or termination, but John resigned before the investigation was completed. Under the terms of his resignation agreement, he remained on paid leave for 8 months and received a total of $69,000 in salary. Following the incident, Zaid hired an attorney and filed a lawsuit against the local police department. 1 year later, he reached a settlement with the city of Boulder and received $125,000 in compensation.
This could have got me killed today, apparently. Where's my bucket? Yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. Why don't you guys go do some real work? Some real police work. Huh?
The incident raised serious legal concerns regarding police authority and use of force. Zaid Atkinson was not legally required to provide additional personal information beyond his student ID, yet the officer continued the detention and called for backup. The officer's decision to draw weapons, mischaracterize a trash picker as a weapon, and mute his body camera audio also led to policy violations and an internal investigation. But what happens when the one breaking the law is wearing a badge? Watch this drunk deputy get busted by her own.
Do you have your license registration?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy. She said because I'm driving too fast. Oh, okay. But I'm a Pinellas County deputy. Is she new?
Been here longer than I have.
Then why is she doing this?
In the early hours of May 17th, 2022, down in St. Petersburg, Pinellas County, Florida, Officer Kristen was out on her regular patrol when she spotted a white sedan up ahead, blowing past the speed limit. She immediately lit her up and pulled the driver over.
Is your driver's license registration proof insurance?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
And my driver's license, please.
Huh?
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay. Do you have your license registration? No? You don't? Do you have your ID on you? Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm a deputy, but...
Well, that's why I'm asking. Do you have any weapons on you?
I live right there.
Okay. Do you have some kind of ID or anything on you?
My ID is not here, but I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay.
Once the driver, a woman named Shelby, got stopped, she kept dropping the fact that she was a Pinellas County deputy, right in that very jurisdiction. Guess she was trying to play the badge card to score some professional courtesy. But Officer Kristen noticed she was slurring her words and caught a heavy whiff of booze reeking from the ride. And with the body cam rolling on the whole stop, if the cops just let Shelby slide, they'd likely be facing serious discipline or even get canned themselves.
Give me a second. Where are we going? Stay 1012 with her. I gotta call us firm.
Next, Kristen stepped back to her cruiser to get her supervisor on the horn and had 2 backup officers keep an eye on the suspect.
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Yeah.
What's going on tonight?
I have no idea. I'm trying to get home.
Oh, okay. Do you know why she pulled you over?
She said because I'm driving too fast.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a Pinellas County deputy, and I'm just trying to get to my house, which is right there.
Gotcha.
After the female officer got the basic info down, a male cop stepped up to make some small talk with Shelby while they waited.
You said you were a deputy?
Yes.
Where at?
Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, you're with us? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How long you been with us?
5 years. I mean, I could get out, I could get in. I mean, you could come in.
No, you're good right now. Where from?
Wait.
So you're Spanish?
Yeah.
From where?
You say where? Honey, you know you speak Spanish? Ah, pero where? Pero where?
Ah, okay. I'm Dominican.
Dominican? Oh, no. No.
While chatting with him, Shelby acted real friendly, trying to play it cool. Not long after, Officer Kristen, who made the initial stop, walked back over. She ordered Shelby out of the car and over to the sidewalk to run a field sobriety test for a DUI.
All right. Talking to you, I am getting some signs of impairment. Okay, can I check your eyes real quick?
Really?
All right. I want to give you every chance to say that you're fine. Okay. I want to give you every opportunity for you to show me that you're okay to drive. And I really hope that that's the results we get, okay? I don't have a choice. It's
Yes,
the same
you do.
for anybody else.
No, yes you do.
I can't treat anybody any differently.
Yes you would.
No. I explained to you. You smell very strongly of alcohol. Your movements have been very slow and fumbling. You have a very dazed facial expression. All these are signs of impairment. Okay?
And if I wasn't willing to do that?
Look, I want to give you every opportunity to show me that you're okay to drive.
So you're saying that if I'm not willing to do what you're telling me to, I'm apparently...
Even though Shelby tried to talk her way out of it with the silent treatment and those help a sister out looks, she still had to go through with the field sobriety tests right there on the scene. First, the cop told her to keep her head still and track the red light with her eyes, checking for nystagmus. Shelby clearly wasn't happy about the female cop doing everything strictly by the book, so she turned back to the male cop to complain about it.
Is she new?
Been here longer than I have.
Then why is she doing this? When I live right there. She doesn't care? She wants to fuck people over?
I'm pretty sure that's not what she wants to do.
So, in the sense of being a deputy, with her doing this, what are your thoughts?
What do you mean?
In the fact of me acing this or not, it doesn't matter, right?
No, I mean, that's the point of this, right? If you don't show signs of impairment while you do it, it's better for you. That's why we give you that option.
After that, Shelby still had to push through the rest of the tests. The cops made the call that she was driving hammered and kept questioning her.
How much did you have to drink while you were down there?
I didn't have any drink.
Okay. Here's the thing. We both know you've been drinking. Okay. Do you remember where you had drinks? How much did you have? Okay, so why do you smell like alcohol?
I do not smell like alcohol.
How much did you have to drink? Nothing? You don't want to be honest with me?
Finally, they slapped the cuffs on Shelby and hauled her down to the precinct for a breathalyzer. The results showed her blood alcohol level was 3 times the state's legal limit. Shelby was formally charged with speeding and a DWI, and Florida doesn't play around with drunk driving. Shelby was fired from the force the minute she hit the holding cell. Finally, a massive plot twist. See how a tense suspect stop turns into the most wholesome body cam footage ever.
Just for now, I'm going to detain you. Look, you're not under arrest now, and we just want to verify it's not you, okay?
You literally fit the description like 99%, so you might just have to be that 1% that...
This incident took place in Deltona, Florida. On the afternoon of August 27, 2020, a burglary was reported in the city. A homeowner discovered that someone had broken into his storage shed and stolen a lawnmower and a leaf blower. The homeowner immediately called 911 and provided police with a description of the suspect, which had been captured by a home surveillance camera. Local officers quickly launched a search throughout the neighborhood for anyone matching the suspect's description. Less than a mile from the crime scene, officers spotted a man whose appearance closely matched that description.
Hey, buddy. If you're not in any trouble or anything, there is a burglary that happened. You kind of fit the description. Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? All right.
I'm a vet. I have my ID.
Okay. Can I see your ID? Yeah. You literally, they said white tank top, black shorts, and they said that you had a beard. All right. So I'm not saying it's you, but it was a black male. Again, not saying it's you, buddy.
The man out for a jog was Griffin. Officers stopped Griffin and calmly explained why they wanted to speak with him. They also made it clear that the investigation was still ongoing and that he was not under arrest.
Did the male have tattoos on him? And white beard, correct? Got a male over here sitting with right now on 2000 block of North Normandy, fitting the description. I'm verifying him right now to make sure it's not him. He's wearing an army, black shorts, white tank top, beard. So just verifying it's not him. He was jogging. It looked like he was going for a run, just verifying it's not him.
Surprised by the stop, Griffin learned that he matched the description of a suspect in a criminal investigation. Wanting an added sense of security, he decided to start a live stream on his phone.
Just bear with me, okay? Because you fit the description. I'm not saying you're guilty, but my sergeant's telling me to detain you. That's my sergeant.
I got you. I just had a daughter born 2 days ago, so I just have this on live.
It's live?
I'm not trying
Do you mind setting it down here?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I'll place it for you. Okay. Right. Just for now, I'm gonna detain you. Look, you're not under arrest. I'm detaining you right now because you fit the description. Okay. Just hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
At this point, an officer placed Griffin in handcuffs and again emphasized that he was being temporarily detained, not arrested.
Again, buddy, you're not under arrest. It's just that you fit the description. They're gonna verify for me. Look, I even put you where. Look, okay?
Right, y'all better raise hell.
Yep. And by the way, look, I'm live too. I even got recorded.
The officer seemed to understand how stressful the situation was for Griffin. He even picked up Griffin's phone from the ground and continued holding the live stream for him. Throughout the encounter, he did his best to help ease Griffin's concerns.
Again, like I told you, we're not saying it's you, but you fit the description. That's why I'm detaining you. If it's not you, we're gonna cut you loose and you're free to go, okay? But I just want you to see through us why, literally they stole something right now and we just want to verify it's not you, okay? Yep.
As a police helicopter hovered overhead and additional patrol cars arrived with sirens blaring, Griffin once again voiced the fear and anxiety he was feeling.
Look, we're the same. We're the same. You know me. I'm gonna take care of you. Relax. I got you, buddy. I got you. Relax.
My wife's gonna be shitting herself.
Once we get a picture, if it's not you, where do you live at, buddy?
522 South Annapolis Drive. It's a
couple blocks from here?
5-minute jog. Yeah.
Okay. And that's all you were doing was jogging, obviously?
Yeah.
The officer repeatedly reassured Griffin, trying to reduce his stress as much as possible. Another officer also stepped in to help by holding Griffin's phone. This allowed him to continue live streaming the entire interaction to social media. Both officers made a clear effort to help Griffin feel safe and to prevent the situation from escalating.
Like I said, we're looking for him and we just want to make sure it's not you. If everything's good to go, we'll cut you loose. You're out of here. You fit the description.
Black with a beard, white shirt,
white tank top, orange, black shorts, black shoes. Is there any? Do we need to even go further than that?
Although he had done nothing wrong, Griffin remained cooperative throughout the investigation. He voluntarily provided identification and made no attempt to resist or escalate the encounter. As one officer later noted, Griffin's cooperative attitude helped foster a respectful and understanding interaction. The officers continued assisting with the live stream and repeatedly reminded him, "You're going to be okay. Try not to worry."
Sounded like wrong place, wrong time, man. Hey.
That's what I was telling him, literally. If he's free to go, if he's not the one, we'll cut him loose.
Yeah, man, we're gonna work something out real quick. Get somebody come over here real quick, just make sure. But the good news is they come off as easy as they go on. So that's it. And I apologize for the inconvenience. But
just think of it. If it was your home, right, we'd be doing the same.
Unfortunately, you literally fit the description like 99%. So you might just happen to be that 1% that.
I run this street all the time.
You look like you're in pretty good shape, so.
7 cop cars, so hey, everything going on is just a little bit scary.
Yep.
Nah, you're good.
This is it was a burglary. It's a burglary. It's serious. It's not a joke. Yep. Well, you don't know that for sure, though. You know what I mean? See, that's what I'm trying to say. See it through us. See it through our eyes.
Yeah. Cars burn. The honest with you, it's a shift change. So that's the only reason. So you got these guys that are getting ready to go home, and we're coming in. So that's why you have so many. Whoever did it picked about the worst time they could possibly do it, because there's about 30 of us right here in the city of Arizona right now. So
nothing's gonna happen to you. I'm gonna take care of you. I promise you that. You're being very cooperative. Other people would just.
I'm not trying to get shot over this.
You ain't gonna get shot. Listen, there's mistakes people make, right? And it's because of their actions. I'm not saying that officers that have been in involved shootings weren't at fault as well. But there's at times where we say things like look how cooperative you were. Did things escalate? No, they didn't. No, because you did exactly what we told you to do. And as soon as seriously, do you really think we want to be out here killing people? Do you honestly think that?
I'm a military police.
I just want you to know. Yeah, see it from. And like I said, brother, I've been in the same boat. Okay, I know things are going on. It's a race fight going on. I'm right there with you, man.
It still sucks though. If I was white, I wouldn't have fit the description.
If the guy was white tank top, black shorts, yes, he would. Same thing. It wouldn't have changed the story. If it would have been a white male, white tank top, black shorts, black shoes, we would have stopped the same person that figured that if let's say you were white, you were running down the same thing would have happened. Not a thing would have changed. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Let's avoid that race car because it ain't here. I promise you that.
The officer also reassured Griffin that the stop had nothing to do with race. The only reason he had been detained was because he closely matched the suspect's physical description.
So good news for you. The witness is saying that the clothes you're wearing and all that doesn't fit the description.
Oh, was that her in the back of that car?
Yeah, it's called a show up. So. So we got a picture. Again, he's gonna run it through, make sure it's not you. And from what it looked like, buddy, you'll be out of here, okay?
Cool.
All right. So.
Hey, can one of y'all tell my girl to come pick me up off of Normandy? please. I know she got the baby at the home. Tell her to have her mom come pick me up or something. All right, buddy. I don't want to stress her out too much.
Can I put this on the floor?
Just leave it on the floor. All right.
After gathering additional information, investigators confirmed that Griffin was not the burglary suspect they were looking for. The officer immediately removed his handcuffs.
Hey, bud. So we appreciate you being very cooperative. Again, this is not a race thing, so let's not make it, because that's...
You're not white.
Even if I was, let me tell you, this agency is very, very amazing. And there's serious consequences for racial discrimination here, okay? I promise you that. Our shit takes it very seriously. We are not discriminating. You literally matched the description. We did a show up.
What's your name, man?
Joseph.
Joseph? Hey, man, listen, Jake. Just want to say thank you for keeping a cool, good demeanor. We just got the picture finally from the witness, and it's... I get why they went out with you, for sure. Clearly not you, but the clothing description and everything matched. So, obviously, these guys didn't have that to go with. They just had a description and he matched it. It's pretty good. But once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's not it. That's why I told him, like, get him out of here.
This incident occurred during a particularly sensitive period in the United States, following the death of George Floyd. The officer once again stressed that the stop had been conducted without any discriminatory intent. Another officer thanked Griffin for his cooperation. He also expressed regret for the difficult experience Griffin had just gone through. During his live stream, Griffin thanked the officers as well.
All right. Hey, thank y'all for staying with me. And thank you for Officer Estrada here, who told me from the get-go, hey, I'm not going to let anything happen to you. So definitely appreciate that. Wrong place, wrong time.
Police later reviewed additional evidence and photographs. They identified another man, Barron, as the actual suspect responsible for the burglary. It was later revealed that Griffin, then 28 years old, had joined the National Guard in 2010 and served as a military police officer. He was also a licensed nurse. At the time of the incident, he had been working at a local hospital for 3 years. Griffin later explained in an interview that he served as an assistant nurse manager in the intensive care unit.
It's definitely a frustrating situation. Nobody wants to go for a jog and end up in handcuffs. But I do understand that officers have to do their job. Just certain ways we can go about it.
After reviewing all of the body camera footage from the incident, Sheriff Mike Chitwood praised both Griffin and the officers involved. Griffin was even invited to join the Volusia County Sheriff's Office. However, he said he was happy with his career at the hospital and declined the offer. He did agree, though, to visit the sheriff's office and share his experience during police training sessions, focused on reducing bias in law enforcement. This case highlights key legal principles in U.S. law enforcement. Police may temporarily detain an individual when there is reasonable suspicion that the person matches a suspect description. Such a detention is not an arrest and must be limited to the investigation. Officers are also required to respect constitutional rights, avoid discrimination, use reasonable procedures, and release the individual once evidence confirms they are not involved.